up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. Shout out to my YouTube, my podcast fam. Whether you are supporting me, listening to my podcast, or listening slash watching the videos on YouTube, I have no problem. You want to follow me on both platforms. Make sure you put Tasha TV in the search when you're doing YouTube to follow me, subscribe on there. Shameless plug, and vice versa. If you're on YouTube and you are listening and say you want to know where the show is, I have it right in the description where the platforms, the cooling speaker that you can find me and listen to me there. So anyway, also hugs and loves, plenty. But also I want to say hugs and loves to people in the vans who will be supporting me in the future. I appreciate the support. I'm still, I'm not a pro with this podcast thing, but damn it, I'm going to try. Anyway, also to let y'all know, this is another mini bonus podcast if you're new here, that I started October of last year, plan on ending October the 8th of this year, which is a YouTube series called my 366 Days Video Journey. And all it is me creating one video per day, be consistent, learning how to be with podcasts. It doesn't have to be just strictly a video or not. So if y'all want to sit there and do that, give it a go. Okay. This is also to let y'all know, with this app, since I'm using this, even though it's very convenient with the speaker, the app to make these lovely shows, you may hear notification, may hear click. But since it's 12:39 a.m. in the morning of February the 1st, y'all, 2020 on a Saturday, y'all 9 times 10 ain't gonna hear the landlines in this phone. But, I still want to make sure to put that out there. So I remember it when I do shows a little earlier. By the way, y'all, let me get into this first rant before, I do my usual. I rant on here. Like I said, it's not a specific topic. Okay. The reason why I'm pausing real quick, what in the hell? I want to get to the rant before I start talking about, my little entertainment news and story time, whatever. You know what? I don't write no notes or nothing. Just like how I do when I do my reviews and damn near majority of my damn reviews, unless it's an award show or something like that, I usually, try to do best to remember it and just, it ain't say the word freestyle, but just on top of the head as far as when I go with this rant. Anyway, y'all, I want to talk about this with the title, I'm just going to say video because also, y'all, even if I have a bonus podcast, I'm going to leave the title of the podcast on YouTube as the title, instead of putting the whole my 363 days in there and then the title. You can find it in the description. So today is 2000, I was going to say 2000, it's day 117. The reason why I'm pausing is not because it's 12:41 a.m. in the morning. Y'all, let me just say this. I know I'm probably over-exaggerating, but this shit is ridiculous. Okay, now, I puppy sat my great furry nephew, well, actually, my damn niece, yeah, and if she hears it, yeah, she finessed me where I ended up, basically watching him. But, I mean, he's older any damn way. I mean, not old where he, older or a dog, whatever. He's 2-year-olds in human years. I don't know how many that is. Yeah, so, I mean, he cool, whatever, and stuff like that. But the thing is, I watched him for a minute when I guess she went to go get something. Then pretty much she actually could stay. So he was basically damn near here for 12 hours and she picked him up 6 in the morning. Yeah, I said it. But anyway, y'all, even though he's half Sisu and Pikachu, whatever it is, and Maltese, whatever, I know I'm probably listening. I don't know a lot of dog breeds named like that, but he's half and half. But I have featured him before on my Instagram and one or two times on YouTube, okay? So, I'll post him in the future again, whatever, right? But anyways, y'all, even though he is, a fluffy old cute dog and a small dog, not like the teacup, but, the second largest dog as far as still being a small dog, right? But he still be about, protecting his own, just because he's a small dog does not mean that he ain't got horn. He got horn, okay? So, besides that, it did help one time last year when Sabias went down, when he was barking. He helped, his granddad, which is my brother. His grandpa. I don't know what the hell these damn names, because they don't say no ass name. They're look at him as he is, the baby and all this other stuff, or the nephew, or the son, or the grandson, that type of thing. Grandpa, just, about furry babies, whatever, right? So anyway. He protected the house, so if he hears stuff out loud, y'all, he will bark, Okay, he one of them type of dogs. Okay, he about that life. Like I said, this past summer, I thought he was going to have it out with a damn squirrel or whatever. He didn't even say nothing, but he was trying to get that damn squirrel. Okay, anyways, here we go. Now, y'all, and I'm going to get into it next about the polar vortex. I'm glad it hasn't came back, whatever, right? Who think got nobody, unless you meant to be a polar bear, penguin, snow tiger, some fish that's supposed to be in that cold area, a seal, an Arctic seal, is that what they call it, Arctic seal, a walrus? I think walrus can be in there, ain't it? Walrus ain't they type of animals supposed to live in those cold ass temperatures? I don't know if they're supposed to be there or not, but most living creatures ain't supposed to live out there during that dangerous weather of last year, okay? Hopefully, like I said, we don't go for that again. But anyway, so it's technically warm, but not been warmer. But I mean, it's damn near 80 degrees compared to what was around this time last year, y'all. Okay, for a lot of states, and probably maybe how to wait with this climate change and all this shit. Probably other continents as well. But anyway, let me go here. Now, he would these cats, they came a little earlier. I mean, it's been like almost like 40 degrees. It's going to be even late 30s and early 40s, right? So you know how in most neighborhoods, depending on where y'all stay at, whatever, you be cats, possums, stuff like that, the coons, raccoons, whatever, right? So, I've been dealing with this on and off the last couple of years. It seemed like the cat packs and shit, whatever. I don't know why they come to my damn window. I don't know why when they do come, when it starts to get warmer or like warmer temperatures in the wintertime and stuff, I had to hear these suckers sit here and make these noises, all the shit, right? All this shit, they be having cat fights and whatever. I don't know, WD match. I don't know, okay? I said WD, this WE matches some So anyways, y'all. So, when Colonel was over here, that's my very great nephew's name. Colonel was over here. He started barking around 7 p.m. and stuff. Me and my dad was just like, what is he barking at? What is he mad? Because, of course, we were feeding him and stuff because I was cooking at that time. But it's in between. I was giving stuff. He just was barking. I thought it was like, what you coming up sideways? And then y'all, he, instead of coming here in my room, for a couple hours around the time when he goes to sleep, night, around the stuff, he surprisingly went to the living room and slept. But y'all, it did not last for long. This damn dog, at 3-something in the morning, like it approached 3 o'clock, y'all, for 15 minutes on and off straight, this dog woke up and he just barking. I didn't even check on him. I'm like, oh, he must hear something outside. So he barking, right? And the next minute, here he come finally bring his damn tail into the damn room. And even though it's a long ass pillow, there's 2 pillows on there. And like I said, he's a small ass dog. Even though I'm Miss Fluffy myself, he still had plenty of damn room. He gonna come in there, I don't know, after, jump on the bed and stuff, and damn near trying to, like, take on my damn pillow. Like I said, it was still playing. I'm like, he told me this, I'm like, what's this damn furry ass doing on my damn pillow? Like, he can't sleep nowhere else. So, like I said, I barely got enough sleep just after that, because like I said, when I started to go to sleep, y'all, with him, because my parents sleep with their room completely closed, which is understandable, especially with his tail, because I think, even though I think their bed is a little bit higher, he's used to sleeping with his grandparents or his mom, okay, and stuff, whatever, right? So, he, even though he's got his own bed, sometimes he sleeps in his own dog bed, like I said, he got options, okay? But what I'm saying is that he will be trying to fly in there with them, because he expected, like, he got all access. But, the unique thing is, y'all, he'll go up the stairs, but I don't know what's happening, but he would not go down the stairs, which it could be one damn stair. But anyway, y'all, I know this turned to a furry, puppy love fur story, but anyway, y'all, I know this since, because it was Monday night, / Tuesday morning, right? But ever since Tuesday night, and it just happened, like, a couple minutes ago, that's why I was pausing, y'all, I swear, since these cats, I know about the 9 lives, but I do not know, say, if cats also have good, like, a very sensitive hearing, just like, say, dogs. So, all of a sudden, y'all, it just seemed like a coincidence that all of a sudden these damn cats have been near my damn window and shit for the past couple of days. They even just did this morning, like 9 a.m. this morning up here, I'm hearing these damn cats and stuff like that, right? Just heard them just less than a couple minutes ago. And I'm like, what in the damn pet cemetery? Yeah, I seen, half the movie because that shit was scary as hell, and I think it was on TV, something like that. But yeah, I seen, what in Pet Cemetery is up with these damn cats up here near my damn window ever since it seemed like when he was up here. I'm not saying it's coordination, the calls, he calls and they, this is the effect, but I'm just saying it's interesting that ever since he was barking whatever and tell him to get the hell on, all of a sudden I got these damn cats and shit. I don't know if they're looking for him. I don't know if they do this. I mean, y'all, last time I talked about me with a close encounter with a damn, it was my YouTube video, I met Pepe Le Pew, okay? And, that's my first time I ever seen the eyes of an actual skunk. And thank God I did not get sprayed. The skunk went the other way. Oh my gosh, like I said, that's a whole nother story. I may talk about it again in podcast form, y'all. But I mean, my gosh. But anyway, y'all. I've been hearing these damn cats. I mean, shit. And they just run. I'm like, because sometimes it be so bad. I'll be, wanting to tell them to shut the hell up. Damn. Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit. Shout out to Random TV Reviews saying and let bullshit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? So y'all, I've been dealing with these damn cats up here making these damn noises. Whatever. I don't know if they. I just don't know. I don't know if they coming after Colonel, because sometimes he goes on my bed to the window, the way the window's positioned, he can easily just stick his little head to the blinds, and he feel like looking or something, he'll bark, through that window. That's the access to it, okay? So anyway, I've been dealing with these damn cats and whatever. I mean, they starting to pop up. I mean, I opened up the damn door. I could have sworn when I looked, they gonna turn it in. It wasn't on the porch, but it was, my neighbors, right next door. And then they tried looking at me. I'm looking back. You know what? I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, so yeah, I'm dealing with cat problems. Okay, shit, like it is a coincidence they're coming after because they feel some type of way about a damn dog and stuff like that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Stop coming near my damn window making all these damn noises, whatever. I ain't got no treats. I ain't got no food for y'all I'm just saying this. It's like they just started doing this the day after he was here, and they're doing this. Okay, like I said, the kid, but they have not been around for a while. Now they suddenly, they got Heathcliff and the gang shit going on. If y'all know about that damn cartoon, y'all remember, okay, Garfield and them, not Garfield, no, more so Heathcliff and them, okay, that's what the hell they on, okay, I know Heathcliff is actually a damn cartoon character, but you get my drift, okay. So I already read about talking about some damn cats and dogs, literally, but y'all would know, say, y'all heard a damn animal that made noise, and it's not even your animal. And even because sometimes, let's be real, sometimes our furry family members can sometimes, our pets, they want to make noise, it can be a little annoying, let's be for real. But let alone, you outside mind your business and you're hearing, man, all this shit, okay? So I'll go do that right now. Now, speaking of Polarotic's anniversary, I was thinking, like, wait a minute, I thought about it. Now, let's go into, y'all, I did not know it's a whole year later. By the time that, before I get to the story, y'all, I just wanted to let you know, because I just Googled, and of course, in Wikipedia. Note to this, y'all. Both Real Housewife 11 new episode will not be on until February 9th, 2020. And it's the same as the last final episode of Book 1 of Power, whatever. It will not be premiering until February the 9th, 2020, okay? And if you have the Stars app at midnight on the app, okay? So, just to let y'all know that, okay? It will not be premiering until then, okay? So, I just wanted to let y'all know that in advance because, yeah. So, anyway, y'all, I didn't know it was a couple days after anniversary. And, with all this stuff going on that happened with the whole carpet, just all this crazy stuff, the Bushwick, like I said, for January, it was a hell of a month. Okay, and so much happened and stuff, and so it we're just gonna go to, since it was actually January 29, 2019. Let's go back a little memory world and give a little background. I'm not gonna go through everything about Jussie Subway. Yeah, I said Subway on purpose. Okay, I'll be up there chopping like Freddy Krueger and stuff like that, and Jason from Friday the 13th, and some, little dash of Michael Myers because of my pronunciation. I have no problem admitting that, okay? But what we're about to talk about is to go back a little about Jussie Subway. I said his name purposely on that, but what's pretty interesting? I just went to scan, the Subway, the Smollett siblings, I think there's like 6 to 7 of them, like Journey about to be in the movies Bird of Prey, like I said, they've been all, and like Jussie and Journey to be the ones, I think they've been the ones who've been consistently have been in acting throughout their adulthood, been in entertainment business, like, like more out there, or, been more unknown. They one time were in the show, but it was like, seemed like for one season that all of the siblings were in there. So anyway, personally, they might be more, but I just haven't been watching. If you've seen see Jussie Smollett, Subway, I meant to say, okay. And it was interesting that I've seen, before I get to legal issues real quick, like I said, before we go back down Gary Lane of the Subway incident, whatever, right? I didn't know this, but it said in the 2006 interview with Howard clarified sexual orientation, stating, if I had labeled myself, I'd label myself a gay man. However, he stated his belief in openness to love to more important than gender, revealing that if I fall down the road with a woman, I'm going to love that woman. Consider Subway's past behavior. We don't know if he's just saying that, just to say that. Okay, but anyway, when Smollett character for Empire engaged in a tryst with a female character, Alicia Keys, we matter. Yeah, I said it correctly. If y'all remember that episode, that's why I was still watching Empire. Smollett defended the plot development by stating that I didn't know this, Empire creator Lee Daniels were trying to create conversation about sexual fluidity in the gay community. Daniels stated that while he and Subway, I'm going to call, are gay, they are both occasionally want to have sex with women. Sexual desire. Have they smashed some women? Okay, Daniel states we're showing life on Empire that in that both he and Smollett are incorporating their own sexual fluidity as gay men on the show. Smollett lives in Chicago. Okay, I don't know. I just felt like putting that in there. Okay, but anyway, just about, I remember it was like one of the movies I've seen. I think it was like a recommendation from Kevin McHale on their show when it came out, was The Skinny. So I had seen that movie as well, and it was kind of interesting film, but it talked about the real reality of a certain subject. I'm not going to get into it, but I don't know why. I wish they might have made part 2 to go more in the story, maybe made a series about that, but okay. But anyway. Now, the legal issues. Okay, now this is the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this was brought after the Subway application started to fall. According to 2017 misdemeanor conviction for false name. According to Los Angeles City Attorney's Office, Smollett played no cost of providing false information to law enforcement in a 2007 misdemeanor case resulting from a DUI site where led somebody to give false name and sign his brother's name to the summons promising to appear at court. Smollett also pleaded no contest, driving blood alcohol level over legal limit with driving without a license. He was sentenced to a fine of 2 years probation. Now, his family, all his siblings, when Jussie Subway got into the shit last year, had his back. They didn't say which brother, because, it's actually 2 sisters out of 6 or 7 siblings, I think, right? So, which brother? I would have been mad as hell, like, what the hell type of shit like that? Now, what they would have, came and got damn brother some shit that would have got him, okay? Remember, Offset just, was mistaken identity and got detained and shit, whatever, and he got let go of, that story, whatever. Now, 2000 later, so I'm not about to go there, but they, remember about 2019, he told me to attack outside the building. You see all the stuff, and there was attack, and, they had ski masks, and, first it was white men, right? You could tell with the ski mask on, even though it is less than 20 degrees below when hell freezes over cold, okay? And, cold where it did not make any sense, okay? And anybody who went outside on purpose need their ass whooped just to be out there. You see what I'm saying? That's how dangerous it was. Okay. He told us packed by 2 men who called Rachel Sorman Slows and said this is Mega come referring to Cheeto 45. Make America and Storm use their hands and feet as a weapon. Their hands and feet and teeth. Now I didn't know about they would use hands, shoulder, knees, and toes. I'm not trying to be funny about that, but consider knowing that this shit is actually all falsified, to get attention to whatever issues that this man has and substance abuse. I mean, I think he was saying that they just said that too in the statement. Okay, according to police, remember he changed his statement where I just had to go get some food. But, I mean, he could have got somebody don't he have Uber Eats? He could have got it, like I said, I mean, even though I don't know if they would have been out like that, but I'm just saying is, it doesn't matter. I mean, they knew it was going to be cold as hell before this happened. He could have, stacked up, went to Kroger's or some shit, got some stuff, whatever, some Whole Foods, whatever, got it sent to him, and fixed himself. Even if it was a grilled cheese, even if he had to take a chance to get a Hot Pocket. It just, they put an unknown linking on a noose around his neck, and all this stuff. So we're going to fast forward, whatever, And then just was charged for grand jury by schizophrenic report, whatever. And it was announced that FBI will be investigating why the charge was missed. And remember also too, because there was loopholes that they messed up charges. So even though it's holes in the story, right, whatever. But to also dedicate to go with the Jussie Subway shenanigans and shit from last year, I don't damn near. If I was to say take a shot every time I say the S word, y'all, I mean y'all be buzzed like hell, or in some cases already been drunk. Okay. Anyways. Now, remember, y'all, I wanted to bring this up. I know it's like a year or something late, but I wasn't doing a podcast. I wasn't back on YouTube or any, say, I didn't create my podcast until, late the end of summer. And then going back on YouTube, I did not come back into the summertime. So, last year. So, what I wanted to get my time, remember y'all, Jussie Smollett was at, it was to give him tension and all this other stuff, whatever. He could have used this, y'all, to, maybe work with Netflix, use this as a plot, not as a plot, write it down and make it into a show or something like that about somebody doing this, whatever. Because it's tarnished, him acting, sometimes sees well, sometimes he's giving us, goat tease, goat in the throat. Okay, that didn't sound right because, some but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes she's mimicking his inner, if he was a goat, type of singing, whatever. But anyway, what I want to say is that remember y'all, when he was talking about, he was the gay Tupac, right? And, I was like, okay. Now, I'm just going to ask questions. Well, how did he feel like that? Was he feeling it because gay, Tupac was in a couple, the cult classic beat, not cult classic, but when the classic movies is Juice, right, where he played, wasn't he Eric Bishop? And like I said, he was so impacting and so good in the role that some of the people refused to accept that it was a character, okay? When I talked about the interview of this local show that was in Detroit several years ago, okay, when I was a child, and these two young kids, big kids are teenagers, but they're maybe 12, 13. But one asks, why do you shoot the character, blase? And then he's that's a character. They didn't explain it again. And they still you had a kid turn around and do another kid turn around and do the same thing. But what I'm saying is that gay Tupac, okay, what is about thug life, about the term? Was it doing slam poetry? What did Tupac do that, that he feels that, what I'm saying is that what did he do that brought, what I'm saying is that he was a poet, Tupac was a poet, Tupac was a great, actually, an excellent actor, poetry, it was converse, and then it was all this other stuff. So I'm just personally want to say, was he attached himself to thug life in terms of certain things, spitting to the middle fingers at the paparazzi, had these wonderful lyrics that stood out there, are still priceless to this day. I mean, was he doing diss tracks? Did he smash fucks about his husband, claim whether it was or not? It was, instead of being a death row. I mean, I don't know, how the independents with labels and stuff like that. Was he, representing the West Side? It's just saying, the impact that Tupac has is that, people still believe his style. I'm going to leave it as that, okay? And the thing is that, so for him to say that he is on the level of Tupac, or even if he said Biggie, okay, it's just that it was what was the purpose of saying that? Because he was also remember, he fought back. And, It's just that, people were all, yay, cheering and stuff like that. But like I said, I just want to know, how did he feel to connect himself, to compare himself to the gay Tupac, or sexually fluid, depending on how he feels that day. But I'm saying this is like, come to think about it, how did he pair himself to the legend, or allegedly still living in some tropical island? How can he compare himself to him? Okay, whatever. But I just want to say that, and just kind of ruin his career. I don't know if he's gonna come back from that, whatever. But that was a mess. Okay, and then like I said, the interview that started contending like he had to go get something. Like I said, he could have had somebody go to, like I said, they got apps, they got Grubhub, they got Goober Eats. I mean, probably a lot of people probably weren't out considering that it was cold as hell. But some people might change for that change, if the car started up because it wasn't due for the damn coldness and shit. So anyway, also another thing about the messes, by the way, I've seen him for real because I've been following for years on Instagram. He had like the happiest page on earth, whatever. He ain't saying nothing about, this whole fiasco with Khalees talking about with the Neptunes. Neither one of them has said them yet. Now, let's be for real that I didn't know until they had the lawsuits. Remember the Marvin Gaye's family, had sued for them, like using the shipment, the most popular song, using a sample. I said shipment, y'all. Using a sample of the most popular song, Burn Lies from Barbara Fick, okay? And so, but like I said, as far as right now, and I'm probably not going to have enough time to talk about it, speaking of people with the Lawrence's world stuff like that, like I said, which will be, like I said, probably in another podcast or video form. Now, we gonna go slide to Terry Crews, whatever, real quick, right? Terry Crews is the same man. I actually ended up like, that is on BET. He started to break out into such movies as playing like this Predator as I've been out jail 10 years, the final Friday, or the Friday after next, such movies as White Chick, and then and a lot of things. I mean, he's been doing Warren Mac, but several women supported him. I mean, like I said, also too, he had a show BET, like a family show with his family on there. Okay, whatever, right? For like at least I think I could have sworn like it was a couple of seasons. And so he went through this thing of like, coming out in terms of like speaking against, how this Me Too movement has been happening. And he came out, which was brave of him at the time, the fact that he was a victim of sexual assault. And he was like, I don't care, this needs to be addressed. And, he was getting ridiculed and everything, like, you're big as to, you didn't, pow out, pow. You know what I'm saying? Him, after he did that and stuff like that, explaining. So black women were the main ones who would have supported him, especially black women, which I didn't know that also, too, including Gabrielle Union, because he think as well, people as well, including her, that helped him as far as being supportive, considering him of being attacked, and just because nobody should be sexually assaulted, raped, harassed, sexually harassed, something like, you know what I mean, or be sexually or just be abused or violated. Okay, so anyway, it was the fact that, how he was being bashed, but I thought it was brave. They was able to stand up and then take the stuff, whatever. But of course, what I meant, like blackballed, okay, to certain things. So recently, with the show American Got Talent, originally Nick Cannon, I think, was the host for several years. Then he left and, got sick of it, whatever. He up there on like on the 20th season of Wild Off, okay? Get them coins, whatever, right? And I think for the grace of God, he stopped making, any more diss songs, period. Okay. Whew, I'm glad that's over. But anyway, so, Gabrielle Union, I did not know had replaced, because I remember what Mel B used to be on there. I know they've been switching judges and certain people, whatever, right? And still the same judges. Now, Gabrielle Union was not renewed for a track. It was now she said it was some stuff that was not right, but she didn't say completely what it was. Now, allegedly, some of the stuff behind the scenes was like Jay Leno up there making like, racist jokes, I think, against Asian folks, something like that, allegedly, or against, like, a group of people. They had a problem with Gabrielle's hair being too natural. They fear of Jesus' coil hair, the crown, like her hair was too natural, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. So, Anyways, y'all, she went to say that, and then Terry Crews, whatever, was kind of like, he did an interview, and first he said like it was, he feels sorry that Gabrielle would be missed and so forth, whatever, right? But then he went on, y'all. He wouldn't stop, okay? It was nonstop. He want to sit here and go on the interview. Was like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know. It's between Twitter because it was back and forth. It just wouldn't stop. Okay, y'all, with him either talking, either through through Twitter, the Twitter fingers, damn Instagram, or interview. But he all like, I can't speak on sexism. Yes, the fuck you can. This is the same person who went, like I said, who he may not be able to speak from as a woman, as from a woman's point of view, but he went from like being stereotyped that he, like how can you say, that's why men do not, and boys, whatever, even just women, just people, period, don't even feel comfortable about talking about them being violated or abused and stuff, sexually was raped or whatever because of certain things, especially if they look like a man. If a man's able to get raped with his punk, they're considered less than, or they punk, or whatever the case is, like, is if it does not happen and stuff like that, and that's messed up, harassed or whatever, or sexually violated or abused, sexually assaulted or anything like that. So what I'm saying is, y'all, is that, but he's talking about, it's diversity, but he's talking about diversity. It's the most diverse place on earth. Everybody's there, Asian women, black women, Chinese, Arab people, this people here, British, everybody is just there, able as far as talent. Okay, it's talent, but he could just left alone, like, he left it alone in terms of he wasn't going to say anything at all, or just say like that, that even though he can't speak in Gabrielle's shoes, he wished that she didn't have to go through what she went. Or just left it like neutral, where it said like, I'm support, but I'm still trying to keep my job because whatever. And he said that, but then also he was claiming his wife Rebecca said, if Gabrielle Union doesn't say anything about it, why should he? And it's just like, actually, technically she was. Here go Terry Crews. He has one woman to please. This is one of the things he said, last thing he said, right? Then I'm going to get into some more stuff. Terry Crews tweets that he has one woman to please and admits the Gabrielle Union Mary Got Talent drama. We're going to actor declare his wife Rebecca gives him wings. First you got Kev. What I was about to say, Kevin Hart with with his McRib. Now we up here talking about Rebecca gives him wings. Okay, what was that damn commercial, y'all, with it like gives you wings? Wasn't a Red Bull gives you wings? So now Rebecca Red Bull's Cruise is up here giving wings. Okay, I ain't gonna talk about it later. I have no reason to talk about that later, but I'm just saying, when I think about wings, that or Beg Miller, you the wind beneath my wings. Okay. Now, Terry Crews had quite a bit of stir after he posted the only woman on earth to please, but it just really, it said what he's about, the only woman on earth to please, and makes his conversations around this recent response to Gabrielle Union's outside as a judge of Mary Got Talent. The only woman on earth I have to please. He wrote on Twitter Monday before naming his wife Rebecca King. Her name is Rebecca. Not my mother, not my sister, not my daughters, my co-workers. I'll let their husband, boyfriends, partners take care of them. Rebecca gives me wings, he added. And it's kind of like he, widely accused over the bus. And it's like, when he expected people to be there to have his back in the corner for what he'd been through and had a bad experience. But so to turn around, and I understand, because here's a way he could have keep his job and still be supportive of Gabrielle Union, and knowing that even if he didn't experience, like, don't sit here and make it seem like, okay, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sorry for you. Time to entertain the dance. And then basically saying, like, he only supposed to please, okay, one woman. Everybody else is like, not my mother, not my sister, not nobody, whatever, my kids, my future grandkids, nobody but Rebecca, okay? I'm like, okay then, okay. He said, Gabrielle, when asked to address Union, seemingly part the rupture from American Got Talent, and reports the Union had complained about culture of racism, the show prior to leaving. This is on the HuffPost, by the way, guys. Crews firmly said that was never my experience on America's Got Talent. Okay. And then, like I said, he said, today, adding, also in that statement, he was like, America Got Talent was the most diverse place I ever been in the 20 years of my entertainment Because he was in football playing before he got into acting and stuff like that thing. But remember, the top 10 acts were Asian women, younger, older, black, white, polka dot, unicorns, Pikachu, the rest of the Pokemon crew, also Sonic the Hedgehog. It was everything in the gamut. He continued. He also know that his wife had previously advised not to make any public statements about the allegation until Union does, but Union referenced the controversy on a number of occasions on Twitter, including last month when she revealed she had a productive, lengthy 5-hour meeting with representatives at NBC about the matter. Many on Twitter received Cruz's treatment on Monday about pleasing woman to be rebuttal to criticism that he publicly disregard Union's experience as a black woman. Ding, ding, ding. A person listed as representative for Cruz did not immediately return the comment. Okay. And then Hair Love, he's nominated for a Oscar for a short animated Hair Love. Writer and director Matthew Sherry, and he also used to be, I think, a football player as well. Responding to Cruz's tweet on Monday by sharing a clip of the actor's appearance on Bravo to Watch What Happened live from last year, in which Cruz noted that black women had overwhelmingly supported him after he publicly shared his stories as a survivor of a sexual assault. And he said, "How do we forget?" Shaking my head, Cherry tweeted. And ain't that about something? About, some people, when it comes to them, you supposed to support them. But when it comes the other way around, when that comes by supporter, they will just sit there and just be like, not my problem. Ain't that about a bitch? And there you go, that Malcolm X and saying, who is the most disrespected woman? Black women. And you're starting to wonder, it seems like that actually might be true because of stuff like this, and this is some BS, and I had followed Terry Crews last month, and after this, it all falls down. Okay, Terry Crews apologized to Gabrielle, and also means trying to sit here and damage control. He got a lengthy ass statement. What the hell? Okay, I'm going to shrink and Google because he got Twitter and, Jasmine brand, which I usually go to to get a lot of my entertainment information. I told Kevin at Heart for Real. Interesting enough, he even brings Kevin in this. A while ago, he needed to acknowledge the pain of other people. Right now, I have to do the same thing. I want to apologize for the comments I made. I realize there's a lot of black women hurt and let down by what I said, and also what I didn't say. I pity the fool. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Shout out to Mr. T, the legend. Okay. Living legend, Mr. T. And here he goes replying to Griffin. I hear you. I respect you. I understand you. I am sorry. I am sorry. And I am here to support you. I spoke from my own personal point of view without first taking into consideration someone else's experience. No, you said the only person you're supposed to please is Rebecca. She gives you wings. I allowed disrespectful comments directed at me and my family to cause me to react angrily instead of responding thoughtfully. This certainly caused more harm, and it is my hope that I can amend any pain I caused to those who were hurt by my words. I'm stabbing folks. Paraphrasing y'all. I want you to know, he at Gabrielle on the Twitter. I want you to know it was never my intentions to validate your experience, but that it's what I did. Okay? Should I keep texting? Is this all right? Proofread. Y'all gonna proofread after I finish, okay? This is pretty much what it was. I apologize. You have been through a lot in this business, and with that I emphasize with the struggle towards fairness, equality in the workplace. Quote, quote, page 59. At Gabrielle, you are a role model to the entire black community. You are the sunshine. You make people happy when the skies are gray. And my desire to be professionally neutral as your coworker, actually former coworker, but let's keep going. I should have at the very least understood that you just needed my support. Damage control, he on the BS. He could have just said, even though we're going on, I have an experience, but he could have said, I just support her, and leave it as then. I'm with Gabrielle, and whatever she felt she should deserve, whatever. I can't experience, but I can't sit here and say that that it didn't happen just because I didn't experience it, or find the right words PR instead of just do the damage control. Okay, whatever. Or asking Rebecca Miss Wings, your wife, Crooks in order to do. Okay, so anyway. Let's say. And here was the Waynes want somebody to take for. I don't blame you, DeWade. DeWade was like, somebody please take Terry folks, please. I damn near he was about to say from to Baba D little Scrap's mom. I was surprised he to say that she deserved love. That was damn near what he about to say shit. Okay, so. How y'all feel about that hot mess? I only got like 40 minutes up, y'all. Do y'all see like these new hashtags? I know I got thrown off because, like I said, I don't want to like get in something that it cuts off on me. Have y'all seen these hashtags to challenge Dolly Parton where they be like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram and Tinder, and sometimes it'd be Christian Mingle or different other ones, whatever. That's pretty interesting how people use their different folders. Like the Facebook, like a family one. The LinkedIn, of course, is business. While the Instagram is like it could be chill and or business. And Tinder sometimes be sexual. You're supposed to be soul shoulder. Some of them are very bored sexual and other things. But yeah, y'all. Also, y'all been seeing this dope thing about hashtag girl dad, which is in honor of like Kobe and how he was, so happy to be a girl's dad. And, I've just seen this again. So I've been seeing this a whole lot where you see so many, dads who've been hashtagging girls dad and been showing like from everyone from Spice Added to, I just seen Tonio Skits to Jarrell White, which is Steve, or, who was the legendary, if y'all remember from Family Matters, Steve, or that's only wrong, but I mean, that's what, he really had got to start was, at least where I'm noticeable from Family Matters. And, so girls dad, be like, I'm a girl's dad, or, even if they just got all girls, one girl, or, it's just like hashtagging about like representing like loving your daughters, being there for your daughters, caring for your daughters. And speaking of that, before I left, there was one meme that Mario Lopez, I've been following him for like a couple months now, but it was one that, actually it's two. One of them seemed a little bit funny. I follow Philly Way, whatever he was talking about it. Now, y'all, when some of these people make these memes and these signs they live off, I didn't talk about this last month. But remember, y'all, Martin Luther King, people be trying it. They be having do-rags, damn big booty exotic dancers or strippers in the background talking about Martin Luther King make it rain for the dream and shit. And also, that's ridiculous stuff. Now, they, of course, been having a couple of Kobe memes and all these drawings dedicated to him and on his daughter. In some cases, if they're able, I've seen one person or persons who made one that have all the victims of the crash tragedy in this little, like, picture. Okay, I don't know if it was a painting or picture, but they, edited whatever, right? So before I get off now, one about the Martin Lopez before I get off of here. He had one like Kobe was looking like he looking down to heaven. Y'all should be working in the gym or something like that. And people kind of feel kind of offended about it. But then I seen one, y'all, where Kobe looked like he's edited on there, like he playing, and you got Jesus beating the Boss Hog up there, basically bouncing the game in heaven with Jesus. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all feel like when Bob Alvarez will talk about like how he looking down from heaven, whatever? And how do you feel like he played, against Jesus and stuff? And Jesus up there, David do double dribbles, about use the Holy Spirit in order to finish off the dribble. But anyway, y'all, like I said, it's just just the way it was done. He would just say the shout out from heaven because Kobe expect the best. And by the way, y'all. Before I get into y'all, did y'all see LeBron James tattoo? It was black, had black mamba, had black roses, had 8 and 24, and he was dedicated to G. I was just like this, maybe because he got it all black with some little white in it because he was Black Mamba. Maybe that's what he was going by. But I mean, he was dedication tattooed to his friend. But anyways, y'all, hugs and love. Enjoy this first day of February. And see y'all in the next ones. God bless. Hugs and lugs. Take care.